Hey guys, this is Rachel from Tiramar Farms, and I wanted to show you some of the aftermath of these several days of rain that we've gotten. We got several inches, and this here is Myrtle's enclosure. She's actually not in it right now because I couldn't keep the straw in her doghouse dry because she kept coming out in here. As you can see, she's been rooting this up like crazy. And of course she would get covered in mud and then track it into her straw, and I couldn't keep it dry, so I had to move her into the barn for now and let this dry out a little bit. And she's a small pig, but all the rain made the ground so soft that she just went at it and tore it up, which is actually what I wanted to happen because this spring, when she's big enough to go in with Mabel, we're going to move her out of here into with the other pig. And this is going to be a garden, and it's going to be nice and tilled up and weed free, but I didn't expect her to accomplish it this quickly. So we're running on a little bit different of a timeline than I expected, but we'll see what happens. And now I want to show you why it's really important to carefully consider where you put your structures. So I will tell you, I just put fresh straw down in here yesterday and filled up their feeder, which they've just about emptied again. You can see they waste a little bit of it. I think I'm gonna try to move to the PVC style feeder to prevent a little bit of this waste. But last night in here, where you can see it's damp, see like there's a line where it's dry and then it's dry over there, but all of this where it was damp had standing water in it. But the water, when it rains really bad, it just kind of goes in here like a little river because it's kind of a low spot. And there was just standing, excuse me, there was just standing water in here last night. It was horrible, and putting down fresh straw kind of helped, but you can see it's already a little bit messed up again, so we'll have to be cleaning it out again soon. But definitely keep that in mind when you are choosing where you're going to put things, because this is just a mess here in the entryway just because of the layout of the land. We really needed to place this in a little bit higher of an area, but also this isn't even really in a low spot, but it's just the way that the land tapers. It directs all of the water right here to the chicken coop, so that's kind of a problem we've been dealing with, and we deal with it every time that it rains for a really long time. So it's a bit of a muddy mess. Hey Myrtle. She's done what pigs do. She's tunneled down in her straw. But I had to move her in here, like I said, because I just couldn't keep her dry in the other pen. So, yeah. And she screamed bloody murder all the way down from her pen up by the house down to the barn after I picked her up. Normally when you pick up a piglet, they squeal really bad, and then once you have them, they kind of calm down. No, not Myrtle. She just screamed the whole way, and I was half expecting for like cops or somebody to pull up in my yard and be like, who are you killing down here? Because she was screaming at the top of her lungs. Weren't you, Myrtle? Don't give me that. We're over here to feed the pigs again. So, hey, Bacon. Oh, get back. Don't hit me into the fence, please. We won't be friends if you do that. See how muddy this is. Really muddy. Yeah, you got some water in your food bowl again. Well, thank you for flipping it for me. Okay. Get out of it. There you go. They get very, very excited when there's food. But look how muddy this is. You should have seen it last night. It was really bad. It was like, and again, this is a situation where they're not in a low spot. You can see over there, that's where it extends to. So their pen extends all the way over there and has all this higher spot. And there was a literal river running through here yesterday, and now it's just kind of mud. Because unlike goats, pigs don't care. Pigs do not care at all if it's raining or if it's muddy, unless they get cold, and then they care. But otherwise, they have no problem with playing in the mud and rooting in it and wallowing. Ain't that right, Bacon? Yep. As you can see, he's covered in mud. So But yeah, that's life on a homestead when it rains for like 3 or 4 days straight. You end up traipsing through the mud every day and struggling to keep things clean, struggling to keep bedding dry and all that, just because of the rain. And I just wanted to show you that so you're aware. First of all, think about where you're putting stuff. Don't put it in an area where the water flows really bad on your land. Like this isn't so much a concern because they have plenty of dry space as well. But with the chicken coop, I definitely wish we had put it a little bit different so that the water wasn't running through it. And if you have pigs, your high traffic areas are going to be muddy and they're going to root, and that's just what they're going to do because that's what pigs do. Yeah, well, if you don't like mud, don't get pigs. And well, really, if you don't like mud, just don't homestead because you're going to be dealing with a lot of mud.